The Clear English Podcast.
Clear English, real conversations.
Hello, and welcome to the Clear English Podcast. I'm Daniel Carter, and this is our little podcast for English learners. Today we ask a simple, big question. Why do we overthink everything? We'll keep this real and gentle, not like a lesson. Just two people talking, sharing stories and small ideas. Maria, you ready?
Hi, everyone. I'm Maria. Hi, Daniel. Yep, I'm ready. Kind of. I was overthinking how to say hi for like 2 minutes before we started. Classic. This episode is for anyone who spends too much time in their head. You are not alone.
Right, you are not alone. Today, we'll talk about what overthinking feels like, why it happens, and some small things you can try to feel a little lighter. We'll use simple English and repeat key phrases so you can follow. Sound good, Maria?
Sounds great. Also, I'll probably say too many tabs open. Sorry in advance.
Okay, let's start with a warm welcome and our big question again. Why do we overthink everything? Think of this as a calm conversation. If you're listening while you walk, that's perfect. If you're at home with a cup of tea, even better.
And by the way, if you ever feel tense while you listen, take a deep breath with us. Breathe in and out. Good. Small steps.
So, Maria, when you overthink, what does it feel like for you? Describe it as simply as you can.
For me, it's like having too many tabs open in my browser, Tab after tab, and I can't find the one I need. Or like a noisy room in my head that won't quiet down. My chest can feel tight, my eyes tired. I replay a conversation again and again. Did I say the right thing? Did I sound rude? That kind of loop.
I see that. I think for me it's more mental, like a question with no answer that keeps knocking. I worry about emails, plans, and future problems. I read a message again and again before I send it, and even after I send it, I still wonder, was that okay? I go back to the same thought like a record that skips.
Right. I keep going back to the same thought. That's a good phrase. I can't let it go. I play it again and again. These are real lines people use.
Let's give a clear example. Yesterday, you told me about replaying a conversation with your friend. Can you tell people that story?
Yeah, so I texted my friend to ask if she wanted coffee. She said, maybe tomorrow. I thought, oh no, she's mad. I played every version. Maybe I sounded cold. Maybe I wasn't friendly. Maybe she doesn't like me anymore. I imagined her eyes rolling, even though she didn't say anything angry. I worried for hours. It felt silly, but I couldn't stop.
That's so normal. And my version, I once spent an hour on one email, choosing the exact words. I sent it, then stared at the sent folder like the email might jump out and say, "You ruined it!" Even small things become big.
It's like checking the door is locked 3 times, We laugh about it, but it's also exhausting.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the why. Why do we overthink? My simple idea: our brains want to solve problems and keep us safe. So they keep checking for danger or mistakes. It's a kind of protection.
Yes, and I add an emotional piece. Sometimes we overthink because we care. We care about being kind, about making the right choice, about not hurting others. That care becomes pressure, and then our brains go into overdrive.
We can use simple words: worry, fear, pressure, wanting to be perfect. People worry about the future. jobs, money, relationships. They imagine worst-case scenarios. What if I lose my job? What if I fail? The brain tries to prepare, but sometimes it gets stuck.
Also, perfectionism. Wanting everything to be perfect can make you think and think until you do nothing. And control. Wanting to feel in control, that's another big reason.
Let's pause. If you are listening now, maybe say aloud, "It's okay to worry." It sounds odd, but saying this can make the worry feel less big.
Try it. It's okay to worry. Good. Now we'll talk about the emotional cost. Maria, do you want to lead? Sure. Overthinking can make us tired and sad. It can steal the present moment. Picture being at dinner with friends, but instead of tasting the food, you are thinking about work tomorrow. You miss the laugh, the conversation. It can make small problems feel huge, and it can hurt sleep. You lie in bed and your mind won't stop.
Yes, there's a simple cycle. Think, worry, feel bad, think more. It becomes a loop. Also, it can make decisions hard. If you keep imagining bad outcomes, you might not choose anything at all.
That's true. For me, it also makes me feel guilty sometimes, like I should be stronger. But that guilt is another thought. It just adds to the pile.
Short reaction. That's heavy. But it's important to say, overthinking is not just thinking a lot. It has real effects on our life.
Let's check something. Is overthinking always bad? Daniel, you asked us to explore that different view.
Right. I think thinking deeply can be good. It helps us plan, prepare, and avoid mistakes. For example, preparing for a presentation by thinking carefully is useful. But the line is when thinking stops action. When you prepare and then act, thinking was helpful. When you think and then freeze, that's overthinking.
I agree, but I also feel differently. For me, thinking crosses into overthinking when it brings pain and stops me from living. Like when I miss a chance because I'm too afraid to decide. So thinking helps until it hurts.
I see your point. So a little calm thinking, planning, is thinking. Constant looping that keeps you frozen is overthinking. That's a clear difference.
Yes, thinking helps you move. Overthinking keeps you stuck. Say that again, Daniel. It's a good line.
Thinking helps you move. Overthinking keeps you stuck. There we go. Repeat it with us.
Thinking helps you move. Overthinking keeps you stuck. Good. I like that.
Now, let's offer simple, real ways to calm overthinking. These should be easy to try. I'll share a few. Write your thoughts down, set a worry time, and ask one clear question. Is there anything I can do right now?
I'll share some body-based ideas. Go for a short walk, breathe slowly, talk to a friend, or do something small and pleasant, like making tea. These help because they move your attention from the head to the body.
Let's break each one down. First, writing thoughts down. Simple. Get a piece of paper, write one worry. Then write one small step you could take, even if it's tiny. Example, worry. I'm worried I sounded rude. Small step. Send a short message. Sorry if I sounded off. I didn't mean that. It reduces the loop.
Yes, and if you don't want to send a message, still write it. Writing helps move the thought from your mind into the world. It makes it smaller.
Second, set a worry time. This is a short time each day when you allow yourself to worry, like 15 minutes. Outside that time, if a worry comes, say, "Not now. I will think about it at 5 p.m." Over time, your mind learns you have a place for worry, and it won't take over the whole day.
People think this is silly, but it can work. For example, I used to worry about what people think all day. I started a 10-minute worry time, just me and my notes. It helped contain the worry. It's like saying, okay, you have your space. Not now, though.
Third, ask the question, is there anything I can do right now? If the answer is no, then write the worry down and let it sit until your worry time. If the answer is yes, take one small action. This simple step can stop the loop.
I like that. Also, breathing. Here's a small breathing exercise. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 1, breathe out for 6 seconds. Try it now. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do you feel?
For listeners, try that 3 times. It calms the body. When your body feels calmer, your mind often calms a bit too.
Another small tip, name the thought. Say aloud, I am having the thought that I sounded rude. Naming removes some power from the thought. It's like saying, I see you, thought. Then you can step back.
We should role-play a short example of talking to yourself kindly. I'll be the worried person, Maria, and you can be the kind friend in my head. Ready?
Okay, go for it, Daniel.
Okay, I'm worried that my manager will think I didn't finish the job. Hey, Daniel, I hear ya. You're worried. That's okay. What is one small thing you can do now? Maybe send a short status update. That's one small step. Yeah, I can do that. Good. You don't have to solve everything now. One small step is enough.
That's nice. That short kindness can be powerful. Saying, that's okay. You can try one small thing. It makes the brain less harsh.
That's nice. That short kindness can be powerful. Saying, that's okay, you can try one small thing. It makes the brain less harsh.
Okay, you call me. Hi, Maria. Can I tell you something? I keep thinking about a text I sent. Of course. Tell me what happened. I think I sounded rude. I don't think you did, but what would help? Do you want to send a message now or just talk it through? I think I'll send a message. I'm sorry if I sounded rude, not my intention. That sounds fine. I'm here. Simple, right?
Very simple. That's all. Sometimes asking a friend is tiny, but it changes everything.
We should talk about small mistakes and learning. Overthinking sometimes comes from trying to avoid mistakes, but mistakes teach us. When we stop because we fear mistakes, we miss learning. So try to see small mistakes as lessons.
Yes. A short reminder. It's okay to make small mistakes. You can fix many things. Most people are kind and forgiving. And often, the worst outcomes we imagine do not happen.
Let's share a story where overthinking stopped action. I had a chance to audition for a small play. I thought about it for weeks. What if I fail? What if they laugh? I missed the audition. Later, I felt sad. I wish I had tried.
I've done something similar. I had a chance to join a project that interested me. I worried I wasn't good enough and waited. The deadline passed. I regret it sometimes, but I also learned to act faster next time.
These stories show one thing. Action helps reduce regret, even small action.
We promised practical steps. Let's give listeners a short weekly plan. 3 simple things to try this week. 1. Try 5 minutes of worry time each day. 2. Write one worry and one small action. 3. Try the 4-1-6 breathing exercise once a day. Doable?
Yes, small and doable. Also add, talk to one friend about a small worry. Humans are social. Telling someone helps.
Good. Now, language practice for listeners. We'll repeat key phrases slowly and clearly. Repeat after us if you like. I keep going back to the same thought. I can't let it go. Thinking helps you move. Overthinking keeps you stuck. Is there anything I can do right now?
Say them with us. I keep going back to the same thought. I can't let it go. Thinking helps you move. Overthinking keeps you stuck. Is there anything I can do right now? Good job.
We'll include a short moment of silence, a real pause for you to notice any thought coming now. Close your eyes if you like. Breathe.
How was that? Sometimes a pause feels strange at first, but notice, thinking still comes, and that's okay. You are practicing noticing.
Let's talk about physical habits that help long-term. Regular sleep, small exercise like walking, and healthy meals can reduce overthinking. When your body is tired, your thoughts are louder. Treat your body kindly.
Also, limit news or social media time. Too much news gives your brain many what-ifs. Try a small rule. No news 1 hour before bed. Simple.
Good tip. Now, another technique. Set a decision deadline. If you have to decide, give yourself a short deadline, like 48 hours, and then choose. Perfectionism will not like this, but it helps you practice making decisions.
And good enough is okay. Sometimes we aim for perfect, but good enough moves us forward. Use this phrase. This is good enough for now. Repeat it. This is good enough for now.
This is good enough for now. It's a gentle phrase to stop overthinking.
We should also mention professional help kindly. If overthinking is very strong, if you can't sleep for weeks or you feel hopeless, talking to a counselor can help. It's okay to ask for more support.
Yes, this episode is not therapy, but small steps can help. If things feel too big, reach out to a professional or a trusted person. You do not have to do everything alone.
Let's do one more short practice. Name the worry and ask one action. We will do it together. Think of a small worry now. Name it in one sentence. I am worried that. Then ask, is there anything I can do right now?
I'll lead. I am worried that I forgot to buy milk for tonight. Is there anything I can do right now? Yes, write it on a shopping list or go quickly to the store. One small action. Done.
My turn. I am worried that I said something wrong to my friend. Is there anything I can do right now? Maybe send a text to check in or wait until worry time. Either is a small step. See? Tiny.
These tiny steps are the heart of change. You don't need big moves. Small, consistent things help your brain learn a new pattern.
Before we close, I want to say, you are not strange or broken if you overthink. You're human. Your brain tried to protect you. It did so with the best tools it had.
And I want to add, change is possible. Not in one day, but slowly. Try one small thing this week, maybe the breathing exercise, or one 5-minute worry time. Notice what changes.
We promised a reflection question. Here it is. Slowly. When do you overthink the most? And what is one small thing you can try next time to be kinder to yourself? Say it slowly. Think about it.
If you feel like sharing, leave a comment or talk to a friend. We'd love to hear one small step you tried. It helps others feel less alone.
Thank you for listening. I hope you feel a little lighter. Remember, notice the thought, name it, ask, and take one small action.
We'll close with a calm goodbye. Take a deep breath in and out. Thank you for spending this time with us. Take care of your body, take one small step, and be kind to yourself.
Bye for now. Be gentle. You're doing okay. See you next time.
Goodbye. And one last simple phrase for practice. Thinking helps you move. Overthinking keeps you stuck. Repeat it when you need. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Clear English Podcast. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next conversation.